Perfect. So, uh, generally, with this new line of lighting, we try to have the full product portfolio completed on the lighting installation, so you can have everything at one place at Contour 4 or ADI related to the smart lighting installation. Uh, we are launching, that means we launched already beginning this week. You can already see it on dealer portal. The new lighting under two brands. One is Yeelight Pro and the other is Smart Licht. That is, in fact, the same company, just difference is Yeelight Pro is more focused on the lighting fixtures and Smart Licht on the controlling of the lighting in terms of DALI ballasts and also DALI gateway and with CAN-X interface. I will explain that at the end. So what is the difference between Yeelight and Yeelight Pro? Generally, Yeelight Pro is focusing on the higher quality lighting, more commercial, professional grade, while Yeelight is like a standard consumer grade. So what we are selling through our channels is exclusively Yeelight Pro, not the Yeelight, just not to mix those two. So before we start with Yeelight, just a quick introduction what we have so far. So through our own products, so far we had vibrant products and LED tapes, extrusions, lenses, and everything what is needed for smart lighting in the house, where we could have a full control integrated into the smart housing in terms of changing the lighting brightness, temperature of the white, and also beside that we had full RGB control. So depending on the LED tape, what we have from Vibrant portfolio, we can have fully tunable white, where we can change the temperature of the white going from the warmer white to the more like cold white. Typically, our LED tapes support range from 2700 kelvins up to the 6700 kelvins. And also what is related to this within the Control 4, we had a specific agent used with those type of lighting, which is called daylight agent. And daylight agent could automatically change the temperature of the white based on the part of the day. So that is all what we already have. And when we speak about the vibrant, we speak about different types of LED tapes. So we have from the simplest fixed color LED tapes through the fully tunable white, where you can change the temperature of the white and the brightness. Also, we have warm dimming LED tapes, which are also quite simple with a single channel control, but the temperature of the white and the brightness cannot be controlled independently. Each level of brightness corresponds to specific temperature of the white. Then we have RGB fixed white tapes with 4 channels, and the most flexible ones are RGB tunable white, which use 4 channels for control, as you have 3 channels for RGB plus 2 channels for temperature of the white. So speaking about the controlling and integration, within Vibrant so far, we had gateways which can integrate DMX within the Control 4 the same way the DALI can be integrated. Speaking about the DMX, we have fully supported the whole infrastructure in terms we have available DMX decoders and the DMX gateway. But when we speak about DALI, so far we had just DALI gateway and the DALI bus power supply, but we didn't have our own DALI ballasts, which we have now through the Smart Lake products. Beside that, we also have wireless control of our smart lighting through the DCM 5-channel and 3-channel controllers through the Zigbee, and also using the standard Zigbee dimmers and the Zigbee switches. From the Yeelight Pro and the Smart Light, we also have their own version of the Zigbee controllers. So you are able to use wireless control from the Yeelight Pro and Smart Light as well, which is similar to DCM5 and DCM3. So, first of all, regarding the Yeelight Pro, we have good integration with their Bluetooth gateway. So, all their like lighting fixtures, they can be connected through the Bluetooth mesh network, and they speak with the gateway itself. Gateways is acting like a bridge, and it is able to be connected to the IP network either through the Ethernet cable or through the Wi-Fi, and that way to be integrated within the Control 4. And through the Control 4, you have full access to the lighting fixtures from the Yeelight itself. So it is quite straightforward. Same way, how we integrate those wireless lights, we can integrate DALI 2 wired drivers. You can use DALI 2 gateway from the Smart Light, and Smart Light also provides the driver for the Control 4, where you can easily discover all the devices and add the drivers within the Control 4 project. So it is quite similar to what we have so far as a DDO gateway. Regarding the lighting fixtures, also we have available lighting fixtures itself through the Yeelight Pro. And that way we are covering that part, that beside the LED tapes, we also have now lighting fixtures available for the spotlight, downlights, and they are fully integrated in Control 4 as well. So first of all, regarding the wireless gateway is providing the simplest installation possible in terms of bringing all the lights to a single wireless mesh, and then through the gateway having the single point of communication with all those lights. The gateway which we have available is called S20 gateway, and it is acting like a smart aggregator for the Internet of Things, which are in fact lighting fixtures. You can connect this gateway using the Wi-Fi. The whole installation process is quite straightforward. It comes to that you install on your phone a Yeelight Pro application. You connect to the same network with the gateway, and then you can easily, through the Bluetooth, you can start setting up the Wi-Fi connectivity from the gateway, and from there you can automatically discover all the lights from gateway itself. The limitation regarding the number of lights which you can have per single gateway is 150. So 150 lighting fixtures can be controlled through the single gateway. So how application looks like? So it is quite straightforward to download it and install it on the phone. You create like a user account, log into the app. Also, you have options to integration to the third party. Beside others, there is also, of course, integration with the Control 4. What is important, it also fully supports Matter, so it can be integrated with whatever ecosystem which is working based on the Matter itself. So when you run the application, first of all, you can, of course, scan the QR code directly from the devices itself and add devices that way. QR code is available on the packing of the device, so it establishes the communication using Bluetooth directly. When devices are added to the application, depending on the type of the device, you have different commands available. For example, for lighting, you can change the brightness, change the color of the white, switch it on, off, create the scenes, groups of lights, etc. So we can say that it is like a standard feature setup related to the smart house communication and the smart devices control. When we speak about the fixtures itself, with within the Control 4 now we have like three lines of lighting fixtures available. Those are spotlights, recessed spotlights, and you have as a premium series of those three lines is S series. This S series is used for like more advanced projects where it is important to have the best possible lighting experience on the site itself. So they have built-in advanced Fermat's curve microstructure, which provides that you don't have glare effect from the light itself. So when you look to the light, it's not too strong, it is diffused. And also that is achieved using the advanced black light technology as well. So the light is more adjustable to the eye. It is not too strong when you look at it, but at the same time, it's powerful enough to provide you enough brightness in the room. Speaking about the dimming, it is really smooth. It provides dimming steps of 0.01%, which is quite granular. And also the color rendering index is really high, supporting RA of 98. So this is like a premium solution with the best possible lighting experience which we have from our product portfolio currently. Also regarding the temperature of the white, there are implemented dual color lens, which is providing a smooth transition between different temperature of the light. They are with lights with 15 watts. You have different sizes available and different formats as well. The second line available within the lighting fixtures is E-Series. That is a compact line as it has ultra thin depth. It is only 50 millimeters, so it is used in some cases where you have critical implementations in terms of what depth for the lighting you can use. So if you need ultra compact solution, you will go with E-Series recessed spotlight. Speaking about color rendering index, it is also quite high, not as high as S-Series, but it is above 90, which is quite good as well. Speaking about the dimming, it also has quite granular dimming control up to 0.01% step of the changing the brightness of the light. Uh, and the last series, which is like a standard recessed downlight and spotlight series, is the D series. It provides a color rendering index of RA95. It has triple filtered light and anti-glare effects as well implemented, not as advanced with Fermat's curve microstructure we had on S series, but also they are used for the commercial implementations, but not on the same level as S series is. Also, you have customized chip on board lights, and you have all-in-one power supply design where you have built-in power supply within light itself. So speaking about the D series, we can say that D series is like a standard lighting fixtures series within the Yeelight Pro product range. So we have three lines: S line, E, ultra compact line, and D line of the fixtures. What is specific solution from the Yeelight Pro is so-called roof light. We have two models they are available, P20 and P21. P20 is providing like a standard format 3060, and it is imitating like a blue sky. It is installed in ceiling, and it provide that effect that ceiling is open to the sky, and you don't have that impression that you have like an active lighting coming from above, but you see that blue sky which is achieved with Rayleigh scattering effect, the same effect which is like imitating the scattering of the sunlight through the atmosphere. So by putting those panels, you are like putting like a window through the blue sky, and you see just the light coming from the blue sky without visibility of the direct sunlight. Also, it
Nice
supports.
things. I like.
Uh, yeah, so it's quite a regional solution. So it also supports multi-joint installation as well. The other version of the roof light is P21. P21 is more advanced. It is able to change the color temperature between 1600 and 8000 kelvins. And it also has the same format. So inner cut size is 651 times 345. Regarding the P21, the net weight is 4.3 kilograms, and it can be ordered together with a mounting bracket, so which goes in ceiling. Just have in mind that this accessory package need to be purchased separately for the installation. Installation itself is quite straightforward. By mounting into the ceiling using the mounting bracket, it provides the same effect like opened window in the ceiling itself. So from the roof light, Yeelight Pro roof light solutions, we have this P20 and P21 models available. Okay, so furthermore, we have additional wireless options related to LED tape controllers. It is something quite similar to our DCM controllers. So we have on DCM side in Vibrant, we had like 3 and 5 channel controller. On the Yeelight, we have 2 and 5 channel LED tape controller, which are working on the standard 1224 volt DC. So what is important regarding this is that if you are using our own Vibrant LED fully tunable tape, the best fit would be our three-channel DCM3 controller because our Vibrant LED tapes, fully tunable LED tapes, are a little bit specific in terms of the number of channels used. They use 3 channels, while typically fully tunable, that means like LED tapes with the control of the temperature of the white, they typically have only 2 channels. So for the 2 channels, this would be the best fit 2 channel LED tape controller from Yeelight. But for the vibrant tunable white, 3 channel is required. Just have that in mind. So speaking about general Yeelight Pro specification, on those products, you have a 3-year warranty. They are fully compliant with the specifications on the glow test on 650 Celsius for 30 seconds. So it is quite rigorous test. And expected lifespan is 50,000 hours. And we have like 22 different SKUs available on dealer portal. So you should already be able to see those products on dealer portal. They are available from Monday. So you can take a look and check all the products we have and check the data sheets. They are available attached to each of the products which you can already order from the dealer portal. So that covers that wireless Yeelight Pro solutions. But with SmartLicht, we also launched alternative DALI 2 gateway and also DALI 2 ballasts, which we didn't have so far, which means for the DALI installation, now you have full set of the devices are needed to finish the whole installation. All the ballasts available, including the gateway, they are DALI 2 certified and DALI 2 compliant. We always say regarding the Control 4 integration, our own drivers are developed to fully support and to be compliant with the DALI 2. So if you are using any third-party DALI ballast, it is always recommended to be DALI 2 fully certified in order to be sure that they can communicate properly with our side from the Control 4. So regarding the DALI protocol, I will not go too much into details, just a few words. DALI is typically used in the residential environment for the control of fully tunable white LEDs. Comparing to the other commonly used protocol in the lighting design, which is DMX, DALI is slower, but DALI provides the smooth transitions for the change of the temperature of the light color, and because of that it is typically used in residential projects, while the DMX is more oriented to commercial, where we have full color spectrum transitions, and the DMX does the best those full RGB color spectrum transitions, as it is the fastest. At the other hand, in the residential projects, we typically have changing of the temperature of the white, which DALI handles really well. So something what we are uh, seeing most frequently within the residential project are fully tunable LED fixtures, fully tunable white LED fixtures controlled by the DALI protocol. So how the smart licht gateway works when integrated within the DALI and Control 4. So DALI KNX gateway, it has two lines connected to the DALI bus. So each DALI bus can support up to 64 lighting loads, which means 64 times 2, as there are two lines, you can control up to 128 DALI loads through a single DALI gateway. And also it has KNX gateway, KNX interface built in within this device itself. But just have in mind that this KNX interface is not supporting IP routing gateway functionalities. It is just providing like a bridge between KNX and the DALI. So you can import the KNX devices and control KNX devices through this gateway. But the setup of the KNX gateway and setup of the KNX line itself would still require IP routing gateway. Speaking about the integration within the Control 4, Control 4 of course has the driver for this DALI gateway. It supports SDDP, so it is automatically discovered. You can just with a double click add it to the project, and it is quite straightforward. There is nothing else to configure there. The DALI gateway itself has its own web interface, which means you can log in using the IP address of the DALI gateway. And on the DALI gateway, you have option to scan for the DALI line to discover all DALI lighting loads, also to create groups and to create scenes as well. When you discover all the lighting loads from the DALI gateway, you add the DALI gateway driver to Control 4, and they are in action. There are just two buttons available in the driver, button for discovering the devices and button for discovering the scenes. So I can show you how it looks like in Control 4, just a second. So this is Composer. This smart licht bridge that is DALI gateway is automatically discovered from the Discover tab. In Actions, only two options which you have are Add Devices and Add Scenes. So when you click Add Devices, all devices which are discovered on the DALI bus by the gateway will be automatically populated as a drivers in the Control4 project. Also, within the web interface of this DALI gateway, you can create rooms. So you can group your devices per rooms. So any room which you create and any room organization which you create within the web interface, it will also be automatically imported in Control4. So it will also add the rooms and corresponding lights within the rooms itself. So as you can see, it's quite straightforward. But when we compare it, let's say with our Edidio gateway. As you can see here, specifically for the DALI, we have much more options in terms that directly on the Edidio gateway, we can do the scanning, we can resolve conflicts, we can do readdressing, and also like on the Smartly gateway, we can do the import of discovered groups and devices. So from that part, you have more flexibility directly from Composer in the DALI, in the Edidio gateway. While when we speak about this Smart Lift, you generally do all the settings and discovery in the web interface on the of the DALI gateway, and then you just import the devices from the driver itself. Okay, so how it works in terms of KNX integration, as you can see here, we can have multiple DALI gateways, of course, within the single project. Each DALI gateway has two DALI lines, so we can connect single or both DALI lines per each of the gateway. And we also can connect this gateway itself through the KNX interface to KNX. To the KNX bus. On the DALI KNX gateway, we can configure within the setup in ETS on the KNX side, we can set up like mapping of the KNX devices, which will be visible through the DALI gateway further in Control4, let's say. How it is done, let's say if I have ETS here, and here is my application for the DALI KNX gateway. So here in general, I have option to add a different number of devices here. And when I add some device, I can define what type of device it is, what type of the color or some other device. And then based on the selected type of the device in parameters, here in group objects, I get different group addresses assigned for that device. So I have like three of them, like 34, 3, and 2 added, and I have group address assignment unlocked this way. Just have in mind, in order to access the KNX bus at all, you cannot rely on this DALI KNX gateway as your IP routing gateway. You have to have IP routing gateway in order to be able to set up anything in the KNX itself. So when you do this and when you configure those devices from the ETS, then on the web interface, of the DALI gateway, you can discover those devices like they are part of the DALI bus. And as soon as DALI gateway sees that devices as part of the bus, the same way how the DALI devices are imported in Control4, also those KNX devices which are mapped are imported in Control4 as well. So that way you can collect not just the DALI lights, but also some devices from the KNX, like the KNX buttons, sensors, and relays and things like that. Also KNX lights as well. So it is like a multiple interface gateway, not just for the DALI, but also for the KNX itself as well. Speaking about the control, as I said, that serial bus interfaces are two serial bus interface for DALI 1 and DALI 2, and one serial bus interface for the KNX. On the other side, you have TCP/IP, from where it is getting IP address from the network, and from that side, it can be integrated to some third-party control system like Control4S. Okay, this is how the gateway looks like. So here we have KNX interface. And here we have DALI 1 bus and DALI 2 bus. Each DALI bus can support up to 64 lighting loads, and we have power supply here as well. Um, the the gateway itself also is not just compatible and can be used in Control 4. It also fully supports Matter ecosystem, so it can be widely integrated as well. It also supports, as I mentioned, multi-gateway networking, where you can have multiple gateways in a single project. SmartLeak estimates that you can have uh, up to 200 gateways supported on a single project and over 30,000 devices handled through those gateways. Regarding the standards, it supports all the common standards from the DALI bus itself. So regarding the DALI 2 drivers, we have, as I mentioned, through the Vibrant and through our current control devices and integration with the smart light, we had the DMX gateway, DALI gateway, but we didn't have so far DALI ballast, DALI drivers. And that is something what we are getting now with the Smart Light. So of course they are fully DALI 2 compliant and certified, so they are fully compatible with Control 4 integration. There we differentiate two main types of the DALI drivers, DT6 and DT8. DT6, the main difference is in the number of addresses they use. DT8 is more advanced because DT6 use one address for each parameter control. So if we are using like a control of tunable white, one address will be used for control of the brightness and the other for control of the temperature, while DT8 is used like a single addressing per load, and it is due to that it needs less addressing and more advanced, more effective communication. So we have here a list of available DALI ballasts. So we have like a 15 different smart click SKUs in total. The main difference between DALI ballasts is in the type of the power supply they provide. So we differentiate constant current and constant voltage power supply. Do we use one or the another? Depends on the type of the light which we connect to the DALI ballast. Typically, constant current power supply is used for the spotlights, downlights, line of the lights, while the constant voltage power supply is typically used for LED tapes. So depending on the type of the lighting feature which we connect to DALI ballast, we select one or the another. Also, what is quite specific product we have available on this DALI 8 is 4 and 5 channel LED driver, which has integrated power supply. We have models with 100 and 200 watts supported. So you have like a two-in-one. You have DALI ballast and power supply, and it is typically used as it is 4 and 5 channel. It is typically used with RGB tapes with fixed or tunable white, as they require 4 or 5 channels to fully control the LED tape itself. So additionally, we have like a predefined kits for the lighting fixture paired with the type of the control. So you can have a fixture paired with the wireless gateway, which I explained at the beginning, S20, or with DALI 2 driver. So that way, by buying the kit, and we have like 18 different kits available, you have like integration ready a solution. You have fixture and you already have gateway, which is, or driver, DALI 2 driver, which can be integrated further in the smart home system. So regarding the DALI 2, I already mentioned it is fully DALI 2. All DALI drivers are fully DALI 2 certified and compliant, which is quite important for the integration with Control 4. As I said, in order to guarantee smooth integration and communication between Control 4 and the lighting fixtures, we always suggest and strongly recommend that it is DALI 2 certified, and we have 3-year warranty on those products. Also, what we provide as a way to promote the best those solutions, Yeelight Pro and Smart Light, are demo cases. We have two demo cases available. I think that you already have with you some of them. So the first one is with S series downlights and spotlights, and with S20 gateway added there. So as I mentioned, S series is our premium line series for the spotlights. So this is the best of the best lights we have. You have here with the suitcase itself on the top left corner, you have available connection for the power supply and for the network connection, RJ45 connection. So when you power up the suitcase, all of the lights, including the gateway, they are also all already wired inside, so they are getting the power right away. And regarding the network interface, you need to put inside the network cable and pull it from the entrance of the case down to the place where the router should be positioned. We always suggest to add to this suitcase to add 110 wireless router so you can have easy installation and easy internet connectivity to whole kit itself. So generally you would connect one interface from the router to do whatever local area network. Router will act like a firewall for all devices connected behind it. So the whole network of the lights and the gateway is behind the 110 router, and you can connect using Wi-Fi directly to 110 routers. You do not need to do any additional wiring, and you have all the power connections already ready to put router here itself. On the left-hand side, you have several models of the S-Light spotlight. So you have different light itself, different formats and fixtures. So you can see how it works, how it is, what are all possible options for the installation. Furthermore, here, what we suggest you can also add like example of the Lux keypad, as when you fully integrate the gateway, the smart gateway from the Yeelight Pro into the Control 4, you can control all those lights directly from Control 4 as well, and that means from the Lux keypad you can also control the lights. That is the first demo case. The second demo case also has this gateway, S20 gateway, but the lights are a little bit different. We have here like surface mounted magnetic track. Those track lighting, they will be released. They are not released with this initial release. They will be released a little bit later. So don't be surprised if you don't see them yet on the dealer portal. On the right-hand side here, we have D and E series downlights and spotlights. So generally, we have this way covered all the types of the spotlights available from lighting fixtures from Yeelight Pro. Furthermore, here we have this 2-channel and 5-channel BLE mesh LED controller, and also we have example of the DALI DT8 2 driver and this 5-channel DALI 2 DT8 driver LED tape driver. What is here, this white box, that is DALI KNX gateway. As I mentioned on the previous slides, from DALI KNX gateway, you have TCP connection and 2 DALI lines and 1 KNX line available. So this is all like static equipment on the right-hand side. So regarding the setting the demo cases, it is quite straightforward, but just to mention that in any case, when you connect your wireless router, 110 router, you connect one interface to the home LAN. Just be sure when you are configuring your AN 110, this router by default has the local area network 192.168.1. It can easily happen that your home LAN is on the same network. So to avoid any potential conflict, just change local area network of the router to whatever else. So it can be 10.10.25 dot something or 192.168.23 dot something, just to be sure that we are not overlapping with the subnet used on the home LAN where we connect our WAN interface from the router. Then when a router is online, it can be claimed in oversea and it will discover all the devices behind it. The smart hub, Yeelight smart hub, that means Yeelight S20 gateway, we can configure it to connect wirelessly to the router itself. And also it has Ethernet port as well. In any case, from the moment when it is identified and get the IP address through the Yeelight Pro application, we can scan all the devices and continue with the integration in control flow. And of course, this Aracris 110 router, it supports Wi-Fi. So just enabling the Wi-Fi, putting the password on the Wi-Fi network, you are finishing the setup and you can connect your smart hub using that Wi-Fi as well. What I mentioned regarding the demo case, those are like two connectors which are available outside. One is for the power supply, and the other is for the network, providing the internet connectivity to the router. And just have in mind that this connector where the network cable is plugged in is not connected from the inside. So you need, from the inside of the case, you need to put like a small patch network cable going from this connector to the router itself. Speaking about power supply, you do not need to do anything there. Everything regarding power supply is already wired inside. So you just need to plug in power supply, nothing else. So speaking about Yeelight Pro, once again, so I already mentioned that it is easily installed, create the user account, and when you are setting up your project, you have option to create like a different families within this same application. Those are like different customers. Each family has its own project. Within the project, you can add the rooms, and within the rooms, you can start adding the devices. Devices can be added, as I mentioned at the beginning, through the QR code independently. But if you have this gateway, S20 gateway, the first thing what you will add in the Yeelight Pro would be gateway itself. So you just need to be sure that gateway, when powered up, it is slowly blinking this yellow light. That means it is in that so-called discovery mode. Through the Bluetooth, you can communicate with the gateway and start like configuration wizard. It is really simple. You go step by step. You identify the gateway and you select the Wi-Fi network, put the password for the Wi-Fi network, and that configuration is pushed to the gateway, and gateway is after that fully connected online. And after that, you can just click scan the mesh network, and it will pop up all the lights from the mesh connected to this gateway. So this is how it looks like when you create a room. All lights can be automatically discovered from the gateway itself. And furthermore, you can create additional rooms. Then you can create groups of devices, like per room, one group. And also you have option to create some kind of automation, like scheduling. And you have predefined buttons to switch all lights on, all lights off as well, directly from the app itself. Speaking about adding the device, as I said, when you open your project here, it will be empty. So you can scan the devices directly from the gateway, or you can add devices manually one by one using the QR code like this. Okay, so options which are available through the Yeelight Pro, I said at the beginning, those are like a standard feature set we have in every smart home application. So you can group the devices, then you can create rooms and scenes without the rooms, either using the scene snapshot or manually define the scene itself. Uh, you can do some basic commands like resetting the device from the app itself. And regarding the Control 4 integration, you have this option third party where you can go to Control 4 and you can synchronize all devices that are discovered from the app to be visible in the Control 4 system. Of course, in Control 4 project, you have to have added the driver for the gateway. And when gateway is added, then it can automatically discover all other lights connected to the gateway itself. The same way, so this is like this Bluetooth connectivity between devices and the gateway itself. And below is example of the smart lit bridge, what I already showed you in Composer, where we have, let's say, DALI lighting connected directly on DALI bus. Within the actions, we have two options, add discovered devices and add discovered scenes, and all the drivers are automatically populated within the project itself. So it is quite straightforward from that part. Okay, and that's all regarding the Yeelight Pro and Smart Lake. Just to point out once again, don't be confused as we are using like two names. Some devices are Yeelight Pro, some devices are Smart Lake. They are all from the same company, in fact, from the Yeelight and part of the same brand. Any questions?
Is that a German brand?
No, good question.
In smart link.
So,
Yeah.
because the lift, yeah.
Yes.
Yeelight is Chinese brand. Yi means smart on the Chinese, so it is like smart lighting,
Yeah.
like combination of Chinese and English. And when they started moving toward the DALI protocol integration, they thought that the German market is probably the most attractive one. So they changed their brand to instead of Yi, they put
Smart
they
light.
kept the smart from English and light from German, Licht, smart Licht.
Chinese guys. Oh, yeah.
But it is the same company, Smart Licht and Yeelight.
Smart
Okay.
And
concept.
just to point out regarding the Yeelight and Yeelight Pro, all products which we are selling are Yeelight Pro. So they are professionally grade products. They have nothing to do with the standard Yeelight consumer grade fixtures. So if anyone asks what lights we have, just point out that they are Yeelight Pro,
Okay.
not the consumer grade Yeelight, because Yeelight has a really wide portfolio when we speak about lighting bulbs and everything.
Mm.
And question. Now, the idea is to move from Edidio to Yeelight or still both in the price list?
So we will have both. If you saw, just to compare this DALI gateway, I would say this is more for some, I would call it like a fast integration. If you would like fast, smooth integration without any like advanced wizard or troubleshooting tools available, you can always go with this solution. And also it provides a fast integration with some of the KNX devices through the mapping through the gateway. But if you need like a full DALI control and the full troubleshooting tools set from the Edidio gateway, I would always prefer Edidio gateway for that. So those are like two different approaches in terms of the DALI integration. So we are not replacing one with the another. We have both.
Okay.
I like also this two options is always better than one option.
Yeah, just it is important that installers are clear with that what they are getting with each of the
Yes.
option.
Yes.
Hello, Alexander.
Yes.
I understand the configuration for the DALI device is from the app, the G Light. Yes?
Yes, so from the web interface of the DALI gateway, you just do the scanning and it discovers all the DALI lighting and adjusts them, to say like
And
that.
at
But
the direction, the DALI direction.
so they are just getting all the DALI lights populated within the DALI gateway, which are discovered on the DALI bus. But speaking about readdressing, conflict resolution, it is there are no features like that. They are available through the wizard on the DDO gateway, not on the DALI gateway of the smart light.
Okay. And when you add the device in the Composer Pro,
Yes.
you add device by device, or you can
Okay.
select the group, the device.
Uh, you regarding the device discovery and device grouping, you do all of that within the gateway, DALI gateway through the web interface directly on the gateway itself. When you want to import them, you just go to Actions,
Yes.
and you have two options: add device and add scenes, and it is automatically populating the drivers here pulled from what you configured on the gateway. So you're not adding one by one, it pulls all together.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't have, you don't have like a direct access to configure DALI bus. You're just scanning it, discovering it, creating the groups potentially, and importing to the
The
project.
Composer.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.